Who am I? That is the question that kept running around my head the morning after I cheated on my first girlfriend. Now, you probably didn't expect that, right? And neither did I. To be honest, I grew up as an only child for the first 10 years of my life with the most incredible parents ever. I had all the love and attention a little boy could ask for. Not only did I feel unconditionally loved, but I also saw unconditional love between them and affection. Truly the best role models I could ask for. So what the hell happened? That is the question that sent me on a quest for the next few years of my life. I call this season the identity crisis. My whole childhood, I was told, Danny, one day you're going to be the perfect husband. Anywhere you go, Danny, you're the most beautiful, the most talented, the most intelligent, kindest boy there is. That's what my parents used to tell me. Now, isn't that the best problem you could ask for? Of course it is, and I'm very grateful for it. But it did set some very high standards that are very difficult to live up to. So if I'm not the best, then who am I? Now that's one hell of a question to answer. Wouldn't it have been easier, more comfortable to stay in that little bubble of perfect delusion? Of course it would. But that's not how life works. Instead, life sends you down the darkest, deepest rabbit hole there is, your own self. Hypothesis number one, if I'm not the best, then I must be the worst. If anyone knew what truly happened, then no one will ever love me and I will die alone. Thank you, mind. Great. Perfect. Now that might sound ridiculous or funny, but that's actually what my identity was for a few years. I remember my mind was scanning into my past to figure out what are the worst things I've done. And trust me, it found some good stuff. So you can imagine what type of self-image I had during that time. Little hint.
Don't worry, it's not your device or your headphones. My mic decided to stop working halfway through the speech, but I don't want to leave y'all hanging, so I decided to recreate the speech in my room. Enjoy.
Little hint, not good. But that did end up leading to hypothesis number two. If I'm not the best, then I must be fixed. And if I read enough self-improvement books and I work on myself long enough, then one day I will be good enough. We've all been down that path before, haven't we? I call it the self-improvement rat race, where all roads lead to never good enough land. By definition, if you're striving to fix yourself, it means you're assuming that there's something that needs to be fixed. But what if that's not true? What if that's not the answer? Well, if that's not the answer, then I don't know what is. That's what I used to believe. Until I discovered a book. And no, it's not the Bible. It's the power of now. Hypothesis number three. If I'm not the best, then I must be consciousness itself. Then I must be one with every other life form in the universe, and separation must be an illusion of my senses. Now, how is that for an identity shift? See, there's a big problem when a life crisis happens. Most of us fall back into default mode, which is to blame. We blame external circumstances, we blame other people, or even worse, something that is celebrated in circles like ours. We blame ourselves. Personal responsibility. It almost sounds something to be proud of or honor. But what if even that wasn't true? What if even that wasn't to be blamed? What if the only thing to be blamed was unconsciousness itself? What if the only thing to blame was forgetting who we really are in our deepest essence? What if we're all branches of the same tree? Little drops of the same fountain of love? And I know how cheesy that sounds, but what if that's true? We all have moments in our lives that we've done stuff we regret. Let's be honest. The real question is, would we have done the same if we remembered what I'm about to say? What if we all let go of fear? What if we let go of shame? What if we let go of hate, anger? What would be left underneath? Love. Love is what we left underneath. And that is who I am. Back to you.